Sometimes the biggest secret in marriage is not the one hiding in a phone. It is the one sitting at the dining table calling you daddy. A woman sent me a message that honestly left me quiet for a while. At first, I didn't believe her story, so I asked her questions. We had an extensive conversation, and eventually, I came to believe that she was telling me the truth. She has given me permission to share this story, and I've also removed and changed details that could identify the people involved. She told me she has been married for 4 years. She has a 5-year-old daughter, and according to her, the man she calls her husband is not the biological father of that child. Now listen carefully before you judge her. When she met her husband, he had already been married before. That marriage ended partially because of fertility problems. He had been diagnosed with a very low sperm count, and he was undergoing treatment. When he met this woman, he told her, "I want to marry you, but I need to know that you can have children." She loved him. He was financially stable, had business, property, and was taking good care of her. But there was one condition hanging over the relationship: a child. She spoke to a friend, and unfortunately, the friend gave her advice that would eventually become a secret she would carry for years. The friend told her, essentially, if he wants a child before marriage, find a way to get pregnant. She initially refused, but fear took over. Fear of losing a man she loved. Fear that another woman would come and marry him. Fear that his fertility problems meant they might never have a child. And she made a decision that would change the rest of her life. She secretly became involved with another man, someone from her past. Around that time, she believed she was ovulating. Then she returned to Accra and continued her relationship with the man she intended to marry. A few weeks later, she discovered she was pregnant. The man she loved was overjoyed. He believed his treatment had finally worked. He even rewarded the herbal practitioner who had been treating them and giving them medication with a Toyota Yaris. Eventually, after she gave birth, the two of them got married traditionally. Now, from the outside, everything looked beautiful. A husband, a wife, a child, a family. But inside the woman's heart was secrets, a lot of secrets hiding. She knew something nobody else knew. Years passed, the child grew, and the woman told me something that broke my heart. She said, "My child looks exactly like me, but sometimes the way she behaves and speaks reminds me of the other man who impregnated me." Her husband now wants another child. Recently, he went back to the hospital. The doctors told him his fertility condition was still a concern, although they also explained that fertility can change and that further tests were necessary, even though they have one child. And suddenly, the fear that she had buried for years came back. What if he discovers the truth? She is now thinking about traveling abroad and possibly never returning because she is afraid that one day the truth will come out. And this is where I want us to stop judging and start learning, because there are many lessons in this story. One, never build a family on fear. The woman was afraid of losing a good man, and because she was afraid, she made a decision that gave her the relationship she wanted, but took away her peace. You see, sometimes we make permanent decisions because of temporal fear. You are afraid someone will leave you, afraid you won't get married, afraid you won't have children, afraid you will lose money, and because of fear, you make a decision that you spend years trying to escape. Never allow fear to make a decision that your future self will have to live with it. Lesson number 2, desperation can make bad advice sound like a good advice. That friend probably thought she was helping, but telling someone to secretly become pregnant for a man who has fertility challenges is not a solution. There are medical options, there are fertility specialists, there is counseling, there are honest conversations, there are many legitimate ways couples can explore fertility problems. But once deception enters the foundation of a family, the problems doesn't disappear. It simply goes round. Lesson number 3 for you: fertility problems are not a reason to humiliate someone. A man's sperm count does not determine his worth as a man. A woman's inability to conceive does not determine her worth as a woman. If couples face fertility challenges, they should seek proper medical advice together. Don't let society make you feel incomplete because you don't have a child. And please, don't allow pressure from relatives, friends, or society to push you into desperate decisions. And now, the hardest lesson: what should this woman do? My advice is simple but isn't easy. Don't run away to America. Don't run away to UK. Don't spend the rest of your life hiding. Running away may take you away from Ghana, but it won't take the secret out of your heart. She needs to speak with a qualified marriage counselor, and because this involves questions of biological parentage and potentially legal consequences, obtaining confidential advice from an appropriate healthcare professional and lawyer before making any major disclosure or decision. And if biological parentage needs to be established, that should be handled carefully with proper consent and professional guidance. Because there is a child involved here, this isn't just a husband and wife anymore. There is an innocent child who did not create this situation. And whatever happens next, the child's emotional and physical well-being must come first. I also want to say something to the husband, even though he may never hear this story. If you have fertility challenges, don't make having a biological child a test of whether a woman deserves to marry you. Sit with her, get medical help, understand the situation together, and if having biological children is important to both of you, discuss the options available honestly. Because sometimes the pressure we put on people to give us what we desperately want can push them into doing things they never imagined they would do. And to the woman who sent me this story, you made a serious mistake, but you are not beyond redemption. Don't make another mistake trying to escape this first one. Seek professional help, face the truth carefully, protect the child, and make your next decision based on courage, not fear. Because you see, sometimes the hardest thing in life isn't keeping a secret, it's finding the courage to face what happened when the secret can no longer be kept. And that is today's life lesson I have for you today. Don't destroy tomorrow trying desperately to protect today. Sometimes honesty may break your heart, but a life built on deception can keep breaking your heart every single day. Your friend Ibrahima, Ushiami friend Ibrahima. Call me YouTube. Just visit my YouTube, Ibrahima Studios. You subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have a lot for you. You are excited. I have more for you on my YouTube. Thank you. Bye bye.